Sachs over at Locals, he's saying on the Locals chat, we'll go over here for a little bit. What do you guys think will happen if Elon reduces how China protests are covered on Twitter? Will he lose all credibility? Will Twitter go down the shitter? One thing that will happen is that you're going to see the media praise him and start like sucking his dick again. No, I'm joking. I think he will lose a lot of credibility, and I think you're still going to have those grifters like Jack whatevers and Ian shitfuckers and all that kind of stuff who are going to like
I know exactly who you mean, but nobody else might.
Nobody else would, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. And they'll try to spin and spin this in some sort of way to make it sound like it's not as big of a deal as you should look at it, because we rightfully like really rag on Apple for limiting shit when it comes to China, Facebook, all of these huge American tech companies that bow down to our fucking enemy. And make no mistake, China is our biggest fucking enemy geopolitically on the international scale, when it comes to our allies, when it comes to the well-being of our citizens. They do whatever they can and try to do in order to harm us as citizens. That's what they want to do. And they're going to dumb us down. They are repeatedly trying to hack into our systems. They undermine us on the international stage. And the funniest thing is it's the same thing with places like Russia, but Russia is not as big of a deal as China is. But you have our allies who are supposed to be our allies, and our allies in the UN and NATO and all that kind of stuff, that bow down to these people. And we still pay all these billions of dollars into these institutions. For what purpose? For what purpose? If people are going to go and be that way, we need to drastically move back away from the way we're dealing with people in the world. And trade, and the way we trade with China as well. That's the one biggest issue. This is not a free trade issue and all this. Trading with China has never been a free trade transaction in any shape or form. And if you really care about the well-being of humanity and human beings and all that kind of stuff, then you will advocate for stricter trading laws with China in order for them to get their act together.
So one of the things, and we actually have, I think, this Fauci clip. Here, hold on. Let me go ahead and play it. Stand by. I have it right here, Jay. Hold on.
All right, we're masking. I wanna mask it with you. We're masking, and I hope you like masking too. Ain't no mandates in place, we can do it anyway. Protect against the cold and flu, so the kids don't pay the price and healthcare workers think it's nice. Mask until the day is through. We're masking. Some think that masking is a thing of the past. We're masking as long as the pandemic lasts. Try and slow the COVID down. Wear your mask all over town, especially when the weather's cold. We can all do our part. Protect your brains, your lungs, your heart. Your life is worth much more than gold. We're masking, 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 masking. We're masking to maintain our health. We're masking, masking, masking. 'Cause masking is a way to hell. We're masking.
Oh wait, I found it. I found it just here. Here it is.
You have it on mute, sir.
What?
You have it on mute.
Oh, shut up, Jay. Of course, I would boomer it. This is what I do, right?
I don't get it. I don't understand it. All you had to do was unmute
it.
Unmute
There
it.
it is. All right, let's play it.
What happens is that if you
Mashallah.
the anti-China approach, that clearly the Trump administration had right from the very beginning. And the accusatory nature, the Chinese are going to flinch back and say, no, I'm sorry, we're not going to talk to you about it, which is not correct.
But they're not talking to the Biden administration about it either.
Exactly. I think that horse is out of the barn, and they're very suspicious of anybody trying to accuse them. We need to have an open dialogue with their scientists and our scientists, keep the politics out of it, and let the science.
But they're scientists and keep the politics out of it. This guy is so full of shit and is a fucking moron. Just because they're a scientist doesn't mean that they're not political. They're going to say whatever the fucking government tells them to say. This guy, he honestly thinks that you are fucking stupid. They honestly
think you're retarded.
They bank on you being retarded and stupid over this type of shit. China scientist means nothing. Them being a scientist means nothing. Just like Fauci being a doctor means absolutely fucking dick to anything. This guy needs to die in prison. That's what needs to happen. Vote for me in 2024, and I'm going after him. If he's still alive, his last year is going to be in prison.
What are the odds of Fauci going to prison and actually being the head of a prison gang?
0, because I have Escobar. That's Escobar Jihadi.
Escobar Jihadi in there.
I gave.
Okay, so just picking apart that little statement right there. So Fauci says that the reason why COVID got so bad was that Trump's anti-China approach made it impossible for any coordination between Chinese scientists and American scientists to happen, right? That's the premise he's going with.
That's what he's saying, yes.
That's what's happening. So it has nothing to do with the fact that China just didn't say anything. They haven't even reported actual accurate numbers. You had fucking CDC Director Rochelle Walensky, who I swear to fucking God is going to get... That is one of the moments where I start to snap, because every time I think of her and her tweets, by the way, Let's Stream is coming back, just so you know. Habibi's sorry, bearing the lead right there, but probably one of the worst tweets of the year that I've seen from Rochelle Walensky. But she is one of the chorus of people who have been praising China for their zero COVID restrictions, for saying that they've basically been able to completely stomp out the outbreak of COVID. And every time I see it, I want to put my head through a wall, because I want to break shit, Jay. This is very unlike me. But look at this tweet from Rochelle Walensky that she posted yesterday, saying this year marks the 50th anniversary of the end of the Tuskegee syphilis study. Tomorrow, as in today, Wednesday, I will be joined by colleagues and public health leaders as we honor the 623 African-American men, their suffering and sacrifice, in our commitment to ethical research and practice. This is literally the person who has been pushing a nationwide experiment on all of us. Doesn't matter, Jay. Equity in today's day and age is experimenting on people of all races, backgrounds, and ethnicities, and genders too. And Prison Mitch on Rumble says, did Siraj just say he wants to put his head on some balls? Yes, I did. Jay? I think somebody.
No, you said you want to put your head through some balls face first.
I thought it was through a wall, but I mean,
no, it's balls.
But if the balls come prior to the wall, I'm actually would prefer that order first.
Yeah.
Or I would put my head through a wall to get to some balls, if the glory hole, right?
That's. I mean, if you could fit your balls through the glory hole in the beginning, that's the problem. It's a problem.
No, someone else's balls.
Well, no, that's fine. Anyone else's balls.
Yeah. Anyone else.
They could fit.
Anyways, a preview of what you're going to get on the next list stream. Rochelle Walensky. So, and now Jay's attendance to that is optional, because I know he's a busy guy, and tomorrow he's going to be occupied with his asshole and the toilet.
I'll have my phone with me. I'll call in from time to time as you hear
Inshallah.
me completely destroying my toilet. But
it's going to be beautiful.
And the thing that really pisses me off is that we are still pushing people like Fauci on air and asking him for his advice.
He's retiring at the end of the year, Jay.
Yes. And we are still asking him for advice on how to deal with COVID when he has been absolutely fucking wrong about a bunch of shit. I mean, the worst thing not
just wrong, fucking just lying, intentionally lying.
Yes. And I hate myself for during the early stages, like defending him when people were saying that this guy's full of shit. But I quickly started to realize that, yeah, this guy is full of shit. This guy does not know what he's talking about. All of these parameters and policies that they wanted to push and to curb COVID and all that stuff was bullshit from the very beginning. And like you like to say, it's all by design for control.
Yeah,
and that's what they wanted to do. And to see these zombies just completely fucking go with what they were saying was just, it was insane to me. I felt like I was going crazy watching people just like take what these people were saying at face value because we call them experts or we call them doctors or scientists or whatever. And every fucking time this happens, I'm always reminded at how wrong these experts have been on multiple occasions on different fucking issues when it came to your health with sugar or your health with red meat or your health with drinking wine. I mean, every other fucking month.
Jay, at one point in time, cigarettes were healthy for you.
Oh yeah, it helped with your sinuses, especially if you smoked menthols. I mean, or high cholesterol is bad for you, but eating yellow yolks is now good for you. And eggs actually help your what's it called, cholesterol levels and all this type of stuff. And you can just all you have to do is do a little searching through their own community, the own scientific community, to realize that when they say science is settled on certain issues, that it's absolute bullshit. It's never really fucking settled. There's always something new coming out when it comes to their studies.
Come.
My cum's going to be spicy tonight.
It's very
absolutely spicy.
Ladies, get in line, and fellas. If fellas actually have the advantage here because, as always, we men are, could cut in line because we're bigger, and it's not like women are gonna. Let's be honest. Only gay men are gonna be ready for that, Jay. I.e. me, the gay and celeb.
Honestly, I think the spicy level will just probably you end up being in the hospital. My cum honestly, would be too spicy.
Yeah. It would. Oh my god.